we're going weeding, just like I said, with Big Max. So I've released the, is it Edelbrock? Apparently we've got enough horses to do this with Big Max. Oh, looks heavy. Looks heavy. Let's unfold it. It's a big old thing, but it works well. So let's just check that it's working. Pretty sure it is. Can we see any weeds? I see some weeds. Yeah, it looks like it's working. Let's check on the map though, just to be sure. Weeds. Interesting that they are green instead of pink. I'm not on... No, thought I was on the colourblind mode then. Must be an edit that Mr. David has put in, unless it's something that Giants have changed and I didn't know about it. We're going to go around, get all this sorted. Fair bit to do. This, we got, what we got? Four crop fields to do, haven't we? That was a bit shoddy. It is very hard to see. Well, we don't have that many weeds in this field, even though it says that we do. You know, when you look at it, compared to the other one, you can see them grown quite furiously in that other field. In comparison, we've got them all to do. Well, we got a little bit left. Had a little bit of help to get some footage, which was very kind. Wasn't who you think it was. So we're just going to get this done. We'll go over and check the linseed, and then we will jump into Giants Editor, and we will have a little play around in there for this episode. So something a little bit different. We've got a bit of farming and a bit of editor, just to mix it up a little bit. Trying to make it a bit more interesting. A bit mixed up. I don't know. It is what it is, isn't it? So we're gonna... This is a little bit too heavy. If I'm gonna be brutally honest, it's a little bit too heavy for Big Max. But he is taking it in his stride quite happily once it's in the ground. It's just when we lift it up, we get a little bit light on the front. But it's okay. So yeah, we'll check the linseed, see if that needs any work. I'm not sure that it does, but we will see once we get there. It's only a little field anyway. It's only a dinky field. So that is that one done. Up and fold and off we go. Speed farming. So we got any... I don't think we've got any weeds in there, you know. I think we are weed free. Check it out. Yeah, weed free. Yield bonus 95%, fertilized 98%. How can it only be 98%? We've still got stones in there. Well, that's not too much of a problem. I'm not scared. Okay, so we can send this back then, because we don't need it anymore. Pretty sure we're not going to have any weeds in there. And I need to quickly move those trailers because we're going to mess around in that area. Actually, I don't think I do need to move those trailers, because I think I think we'll be alright. So we'll get rid of the caravan, we'll get Scrapman come in, we'll move all this rubble out of the way, and we'll pretend that we use it as hard standing for when the shed goes down. We could pretend that, couldn't we? They're vegan in there, so they don't care. They're not going to care because they're very modern. Goodness me, look at that bathroom. If only. They got a big garage there, so they won't care. Squeeze back through the old hedge. Right, let's hop into Giants Editor then. Okay, so we're into Giants Editor, and I'm going to presume that you already know how to get into here, into your map and everything. And this is Court Farms, obviously, because that's what we're playing on. And we got some things that we want to sort out. I want to get rid of the caravan. I want to get rid of this rubble here and there, so that we can put a shed on here. And I'm not gonna go mad with this, because I want to do as much as I can in game as opposed to in Giants Editor. So I'm not going to level out anything or anything like that. But first of all, if you remember in the last episode, I said that we still had a collision here. Now, what can happen when you remove things is sometimes they have invisible collisions as opposed to having a collision built into the actual visual. And sometimes when you select on it, it doesn't get rid of everything that's there. And the usual thing that you would do is you would left select, drag a box, try and find the collision or whatever. Now, this doesn't always work. As you can see, I know there's a collision there, but we're not selecting a collision. Okay, so I do know where this is. It's almost like I did this on purpose just so that I could show you how to do it when you have a problem. But we need to, let's close that, close that. Now it's in places, this is on Court Farm, it could be anywhere on anybody else's. And then we just click on farm, and there you can see immediately here is what's left of that spreader that was there. Also we got a wheel that was part of it, so we need to get rid of this. See, and I still can't select it. Alright, even though we know it's there, I still can't select it. So we need to click on farm, open it up. Then we need to find out where it is exactly. So it's in decos. So you open up decos, and we're going to scroll down through decos, and we're looking for old spreader. Is it that one? No. Is it that one? Yes. Okay, so we open up old spreader. Now we need to find out which part of this it is. So is it that? No, that is the direction of it all. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. So what is it? Where is it? Nobody knows. So, seeing as how it's not playing ball, we're going to have to get rid of it all. So, let's just make sure we've got a wheel there, a wheel there, and then just that collision. It's possible that something was copied and pasted and moved around somewhere else, but we're just going to get rid of everything that is part of that. So you just click delete. And that's it, it's gone. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to save as it is. Thank you very much. Now the next thing that we need to go over, because this can be annoying, is all these lines and everything. If you don't know what they are, I will quickly explain. They are light, sound, and various other things such as that. So it's all stuff that's invisible, that you don't see, or light, directional. So to get rid of that, if you don't want that there whilst you're trying to edit the map, you come into view, and we need to go to, what was it under show, there we go, and then light, audio, physics, cameras, dynamics selected. So get rid of light, that's that one gone. Go back into view, show, audio, there's the red gone. We don't need to see them, we're not messing around with any of that. So that just gets rid of that, and it makes it a little bit easier to look around the map without getting confused by lots of lines and things. So the next thing that we're going to do is get rid of this rubbish here, and we don't want it anywhere on the farm. I'm not going to move it like I did the other rubble. So caravan, make sure that we have it all selected. It's got a collision in there, it's already there, so we just select everything and delete, and that is gone. Then we want to get rid of the rubble. No, we don't want to get rid of, let's do it one by one. So the building rubble, there is the first one, delete. There is the second one, delete. We'll quickly save, always save. As soon as you do something, just save, make it habit. Should be the same with the game really. When you're in the game, you do something important, make 1,000 bales and you haven't saved, save it. Okay, so that is that done. So we've got a tree here. The tree, I said. Just the tree. Oh, come on, Captain Mowgli. There we go. We're not going to get rid of that. I just wanted to show you that that is a tree. We've got hedges. Now, oxygendavid's hedges are a little bit different to other maps because they are multi-layered, and that's done, he's done it his specific way so that it works with seasons in a specific way. But that's just the way he's done it. Now if you want to remove them, and I'm not going to remove this one, nope, we'll head over to this gate, because I know a lot of people wanted to know about gates. So you may have noticed in my map I've got some hedge rows missing from here, and I don't really know why it's done that, because they're still here. So it's got to be a seasonal thing. I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, we're going to remove this gate, and we're going to put a double gate in. If you remember, I said I wanted a double gate in there because it is chuffing tight. So first things first, let's remove the gate. So we've got the gate there. Select on one part of it. We want to get rid of all of it. Just gone. There we go. And then the hedge. Now I don't want to delete the hedge, I am just going to move the hedge, and as you can see there's the other layer to it. And we're just moving it to there. Make sure there's nothing else there. Nope. Splendid. So we want a double gate, and as you know, we put in our own double gate up here. There she blows. Splendid. So just select on a piece of it and then find its whole what's the word? I don't know what the word is, I can't remember what the word is, but that's my gate. Okay, so I named this gate was called gate 7 bar underscore double 7. I added the H to make it unique from the other one. So there it is there. So it's gate 7 bar double 7. I copied that, pasted it within itself, and then brought it down here. Copied and pasted it and brought it down here. We're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to press Control and C, that copies it, and I want that bad boy over here. So just here is where we want it. So Control and V pastes it. So that is up there where we were, on that, in its same position, exactly the same position, but we want it down here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to press Control and B for Bravo, and then left click with our mouse, and it brings it here. Now, if you hold the left mouse button down, it will drag it around and level it to the ground roughly. So we're just going to drop it there, and there it is. Now first thing that I want to do is I want to change its name so that it doesn't get confused, and this is very important because the gates won't work correctly if you don't do this. So the first thing that we want to do is we have the gate selected. You go up to here on the right, or wherever you put your attributes, and then you will have its name just there at the top. And like I said, I named it H7, so we're going to call this H71, and then press enter, and that is that done. And you can see H71, he's there, and that's all that sorted. We need to rotate this around because the gates are currently opening this direction, and I know that because it's on this side of the road up there. You always need to remember that, or else you're going to be coming back in sorting out your gates because you've placed it wrong. So we're going to pop that there, and we just need to sort him out for his levelness. And I believe these are bullet bills gates. That's crazy, isn't it? How unlevel that ground is. You just don't realise how PIOSSED it is. Okay, so I think that is relatively where I want it to be. And then we just want to rotate him so he's a little bit squarer with the road, like so. Are we happy with that? We need to adjust its height again, just a little bit. There we go. Maybe tweak it. Perfect. Perfecto. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? I could put it back just a little bit, I guess. How about there? Now, hopefully the hedge row and everything has moved the way I want it to. If not, I may have to make some more adjustments. And you'll find that sometimes things don't do as you really wanted them. Save. They don't do as you really wanted them to do. And you'll have to go in and you'll have to test some things in game before you do anything else. So I think the next thing that was on the agenda is people were talking about making the gates open further. Now I don't want to do that because we have, oh, there we go. We have things such as these doubles, right? Now if we make it open further, it's going to go right into the hedge, and that's unrealistic. So unfortunately there are some things that you just have to live with. If you want to see how to do it, there are videos available on YouTube. Other people have done some videos on how to do that. So I'm just thinking, is there anything else that we may want to do whilst we're here? I don't think there is. What I am going to show you is I'm going to show you in the XML how to change the water situation so that we don't have to pay for the water. So I will come out of here. Are we done, Ceebur? Are we done? I don't think I want to change anything else. I like everything the way it is so far. I don't want to mess around with it too much. I think that is it for in here. Right, let's go and have a look at some XML. Okay, so we're going to look at this very quickly, some XML editing. I'm not going to go extensively into this. I'm just going to show you how to change a few things you may need to do that really annoy me. So we'll just quickly do that. So we obviously we open up our map, and then we come into the maps section, and the water in particular comes under placeables. As you know, it wasn't in the map when we were just in editor changing it, so we know that it's a placeable. So we need to go in and we need to find it. It's very simple. It's right here, water tank, and then the XML is here, XML document, and we want to change this. So to do that, you will need to edit it with Notepad or Notepad++. ++ is much better than doing it with Notepad, so just forget doing it with Notepad, just get ++. It's free. So open it with ++, and it will show you that you have an update. We don't want to do that now. Here is the water tank. So you need to scroll through. This is real simple. You just need to scroll through. You need to find it, and you need to find the values. where are the values? Here. Okay, so buying station. And then you've got it there. A load trigger, fill types, water, fill litres per second, 350. That's where you can change it. So if you want it to fill faster than it does, then stick another naught on it. It will be done very quickly. Auto start, true. I don't really know what that is. And then you have fill type. So you could effectively make these a multiple fill types, so you could have liquid fertilizer in there, or slurry, or whatever you want, just by putting in it's a bloody blah. I think you'll have to change a couple of other things further up here for that to work. I'm not entirely sure. Yes, here, fill type, idiot. But then you have price scale equals. I've now set it to 0. It was set to ridiculous. I can't remember what it was set to, but you just change that to 0. So you just change that 0, which was originally, let's say, 100. Alright, and then just get rid of those, leave it as 0, make sure it's within the commas, and then that's it. And then you just save it. Save. And that's literally how you change that little bit of ridiculousness. I can show you some other stuff in XML if you want. Just ask and I will show you. But unless I know what you want to see, I can't show you it. That makes sense. So there we go. So we'll go back into the map. We'll have a quick look at what we've just done. And I'm going to presume that you know how to repack the file again as well. I have already done a video on Perbec for doing all that. So anyway, we'll pack this up, put it back in the game, and I'll show you what we've done. Okay, so we are in our map, and here was a collision, and as you can see I can walk through there happily now, and I've got rid of it. So the next thing on our agenda was the caravan and the rubble gone. Lovely job, splendid. And then our gate. Now I haven't checked this, so I don't know whether it's worked. We're going to go and find out together. It's always nice to do things together. Then if I've got it wrong, you can see that I am human. It's good to be human. None of this fakery of... Fakery? It's a fakery bakery. Oh, there's a caravan coming. I saw it. I was just going to pull out, but I decided that was a no-go situation. So there's our old gate, still open, splendid. And our new gate should be here. Fingers crossed, I don't look like a big buffoon. There it is. Hedge is moved beautifully. There's our gate. I could do with a little bit of fixing on its plumbness there. It'll be alright. Open, in. Splendid job. So we got a nice big gate. I'm not going to move that electrical thing because we can get around that situation. Hello cows. You're looking happy. HAPPY and all that jazz. So there we go. And as you can see, there is the gap of hedge that's missing, that I've just put a fence in there. Seriously guys, I have no idea why it's done that. If Oxygen David is watching, and I know he has been in the past, maybe he could shed some light on this situation, because I did not delete that hedge. No sir. But when I deleted this bit of hedge, that bit there, to put the original gate in, that happened. So if OD is watching, give me some info, OD. So there we have it. That is our little bits edited. If there's anything else that we need to edit along the way, I will show you as we do it, as I do it, as it happens. I don't know, I could just keep coming out with things that explain what I'm going to do, but I'm not. I do like that panelled fence. It'd look good on another map. I'm not going to tell you which one. I think the brickwork is a bit large on that one to the right there, but we'll be fine. So yes, we're going to put a shed in there that we can park some gear in. And then we can free up these for the tractors. See, they'll fit in there, the tractors. That can become the drive shed. That one down there will become the shed for putting things like that spreader and that in there, make life easier. This can be the bale shed because it really is working well that way. I'm quite happy with that, like that. That can be where the silage goes still. That can be where manure goes. I should really use up the rest of that silage. But yes, sheep are happy. Wool is coming along nicely. Everything is good. You've got water, yes. Have you got food? You have food. Happy sheep, happy farmer. Right. Well, that will be that for this episode. So I want to say thank you very much for watching, everybody. Stay safe, and may the weather be with you.